News, my lovely, wonderful people. Not be small thing dey happen so. Northern elders don't talk about wetin go happen to Tinubu. In fact, they say if the court decide that there is a rerun, Tinubu is out. They said because nobody from the north will vote for him. El-Rufai that was as close as Ally has been, he has dished El-Rufai, yes? And his actions now currently are against the north. He's been spoken to, but he's not following, he's not listening to anybody, and the north feel very offended by the actions he's been taking lately, to the extent that one of the ambassadors, Aminu Wali, has come out to say if they say there is a rerun, they said they doubt if Tinubu can make it because it's glaring that he's lost the vote of the North. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like or share, subscribe. Northern Elder says if there is a rerun, it will be on Tinubu's loss because he would have lost totally. Nobody from the North will vote for him. Those he counted friends he has discarded, and it's to his detriment. These were some of the people who made sure he got there by hook or by crook. And so he will have no choice than to pack his load and go back to Lagos. Former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Aminu Wale, has said if the court called for a rerun election between Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the opposition, he is doubting if the president will survive. It will be a recall that the opposition party, the People Democratic Party, and the Labour Party have filed petition against INEC and Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress. Speaking during an exclusive interview with the Sun newspaper, Wale Waziri Aminu said Tinubu has already taken some decisions that will count against him if there is a rerun. For starters, he has nothing with the North. Nobody from the North will vote for Tinubu. The people are suffering already. The decisions he has made, even with the palliative and all, Tinubu has shot himself on the foot. He better pray there is no rerun. Whatever he can do to suppress the court's decision to call for a rerun will be for his advantage. If that goes otherwise, Tinubu is out. According to him, many Nigerians are not happy with the fuel subsidy removal because of the hardship they are witnessing under Tinubu's administration. Before you say Jack, here is the Niger and the decision Tinubu is taking. Do you know that Niger shares border with Sokoto and other states? That's where the Sultan is. What about Castina, where former President Buhari is, to mention but a few? Tinubu has offended the North in a very high manner. And if he dare go for a rerun, he will see himself out through the windows. Hear me. This is why Tinubu must do all he can. Tinubu made a mistake by removing the subsidy even before he knew what the subsidy is about, the effect and what it's going to be. It is now that he's seen that the effort is beyond he can comprehend. If today we go for an election, if we say there is a rerun, I doubt if he will make it. Quote me anywhere. So, my lovely people, now this one that they call say, quote me anywhere, meaning say, I stand by my word. It will surprise you what it will happen. Now, one of the Northern Elder, now they talk, not be smart, even the ambassador, so they say, well, if anything happens, say, well, say, today, that they don't want to, he said, Tinubu, that's it, is out. He said, that's it, Tinubu is out. He said, because, hey, the decision Tinubu has taken will haunt him in no small way. He will find himself on the other side of the island. You know why? When we are making, and again, you know the whole Niger thing. Oh, yes, my sweetheart. The Niger thing is waiting for him. Oh, yes, it's right there haunting him. The decisions he has made in the last couple of days, to the extent that the former Emir of Kano went to negotiate like he sent him to. And when the guy came back, the guy said, this guy has made a mistake. He said, Nigerians should not be afraid of Tinubu or anyone they have placed in office. He said, because they place them in office, they can get them out of that office. He said, because the way Tinubu has gone about things in the last couple of days, stroke months he's been there, is very, very unbecoming, to the extent that it's like no one can talk to him. He thinks he has arrived. He said, you know what, this is Tinubu, his own doing. And if there is a rerun, the tribunal looks at the whole evidences placed before them and they decide to go for a rerun, well, that means they have decided to see the last of Tinubu. Said because that would just be the end, the beginning of the end. No one can save him out of that. He said, you know why? He said the removal of the subsidies, as if Tinubu never knew the effect of what he was trying to do. That subsidy removal was a serious blow. As if that is not enough, we have Dinije and Tinubu has left governance to attend to other matters. In fact, is more eager and willing to please the outside world. Okay, the West who have issues of their own. Do you know that Russia troops have already arrived in Niger? Yes, in case you are not aware, to help them. This is an advantage for Putin now. Yeah, you don't understand what's going on. In politics, don't allow yourself to be played because at the end of the day, similar interests align. And when they don't have similar interests, they look for the low-hanging fruits to play the chess with. Don't even be in the midst of the game because whether black and white, they know how to play the game. At the end of the day, when their matters align, you will see them sharing drinks, okay, having tea or coffee or just taking it through a gin while you are there suffering. So care must be taken. It is not an option. It is expedient that everyone looks closely and carefully. And that's why when ECOWAS begin to do what they do, I sincerely truly wonder if they understand the impact of the implication of what they want to do to their very dear nation, Africa, West Africa for that matter. The West that is pushing you into whether war or whatever. Have you thought about it? If you look at Ukraine, why is Ukraine having an issue today? Ukraine, the offense Ukraine committed was that Ukraine wants to join NATO and Russia says no. Their reason being that, of course, they feel that the world powers, American and the rest, will come and plant spy and begin to watch them and spy them out. And they don't want that. And so they gave a serious warning to Ukraine. Ukraine said, we're a sovereign nation. We can do as we please. And Russia said, okay, we'll show you that you're not as sovereign as you thought you are. That's what is happening now. And when the real issue started, guess what? The big boys Ukraine was trusting on, was banking on, they all deserted. And what they were saying, we'll send you troops. In fact, they offered Zelensky an opportunity to fly him to US. He said, no, I cannot leave my people, then travel abroad. Okay? So we weather the storm. And that's why he's still in Ukraine, encouraging the troops. You see, so the West he was banking on, and he thought that if he says that he was joining, he was joining NATO and he was joining, the European Union or whatever, nobody will fight against him. They all said they don't want to go to war with Russia, and that very Putin now is an ally and is supporting. In fact, he has spoken to the Niger too. He's spoken to them very well. Say, guys, what do you need? I'm here to support you, big brother. Yeah. My dear, look very well. Don't just jump anyhow. Otherwise, you make a mistake. Yes? Please, my lovelies, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.